from my parents. He is a naturally gifted sports person. He's a handsome dude. Dan, I love you to pieces. And here I am, I'm the eldest person, and I was feeling that I should get more attention and so on. And of course I did, but in a different way and from a different perspective of my parents. So when my children used to kind of used to tell me what the other one was perhaps being loved more than that one. So my children, Jessica and Nathan, Jess might say to me, "Oh, you love Nathan more than me," or Nathan might, and what I wanted to teach them is that life isn't fair and they need to get over it. Now, of course, we love them both fantastically. They're very different people, and you will have children that yourselves that are very different. And the main thing here is that, one, I didn't want to create competition, which is what my parents did with us as we were growing up. So it made us very difficult to get on together, because in fact it almost caused a lot of fighting and unnecessary competition when we're in our 20s and 30s and we should be helping each other. So I came out with this phrase, "life isn't fair," and I'm sure I got it from one of these motivational tapes that we had, that I listened to. So when Nathan or Jessica would say to me something like, you've given Nathan more money than me, and I would say, yes, life isn't fair. Today I just wanted to give Nathan more money. Perhaps tomorrow I'd like to give you more money. I may not, but life isn't like that. You need to get over it. In life, our children, as they grow up, they'll find that teachers prefer one child over another. They'll find that they can't always be the most popular person at school, and some children will prefer the character of your child, and others won't. Some children have a character that many of the students will gravitate towards, and others, like myself, when I was growing up, for whatever reason, because I was picked on a lot and so on, I had a very bad self-image, so I only had one or two friends. And so I just wanted to teach my kids that it doesn't matter what happens to them, as long as inside they know that we love them to pieces. So if Nathan would say, "Oh, you've given Jessica all this, but you haven't given me," I would just say to him, "Nathan, life's not fair. We still love you 100%. We love you to pieces. You're a great guy. But today we just want to give Jessica more than you in this area." Rather than getting into this philosophy as, I'm so sorry, Nathan, let me give you just as much as I gave Jessica. And that kind of never worked, because then when we spent time with Nathan, then we would have to do the same with Jessica. There would always be that balancing that we have to sort out. That's what parents, that's true. But because we taught them life isn't fair right at the beginning, then it reduced. We still had a few of these things. We still had to reduce this. I think I remember having this conversation with, probably I did it with both of them, but it went like, something like, sometimes, Jessica, I love you more than Nathan, and sometimes I love Nathan more than you. And it's not because we love you unequally, or not equally, whatever the word is, but it's because sometimes you're just such a grumpy person, and you're not helping me at the moment. And we're, your dad and your mum, we're human beings, and sometimes the things that you do and you constantly do is just upsetting us a lot, and other times it isn't. It doesn't mean internally that we don't love you, but it does mean that we
like you.
Yeah, don't internally like you and so on. but it does mean that I think I was just trying to teach them things about situational and contextual, which is probably what I should bring into this video.
You should, because it develops from life's not fair to us learning, oh, everything's situational. So, for example,
that's something I've taught you guys in the last 3-4 years.
I know, but it really helped from knowing life's not fair, and that's kind of developed. A really good example is something like Nathan going on a ski trip or whatever. So that costs X amount of money, which you guys kindly put towards it. And then I could be like, well, surely I should get that money too. Should I not? But I didn't. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It's situational.
Yes, and I don't think Nathan was like that either. I think he was. I think you were the most generous of the two. He would gobble his sweets, and you would then share half of yours with him. So, yeah. Anyway, so thank you for interrupting my little talk there.
You're welcome.
Because, yeah, it was a base thing that helped us deal with our children without having to get into either competitive. I didn't want to say, look, you've done more for me this week or next week, because they're going to be individuals. But sometimes we did and did connect better at one time with one child, another child we might not. There was never anything of favourites in our head, but obviously sometimes you just get on better with one child than the other, and that's just life. And life is life.